Getting a Navy Federal pledge loan is a serious credit hack. It can be one of the best things that you can do, not only for your credit score, but your credit profile. Also, if you're trying to build internal points with Navy. Yes, internal points. But there are some things that you need to know before applying for it. In this video, I'm going to teach you all the tips and tricks that you need to be successful so you can get a Navy Federal pledge loan and thicken your credit profile and make things easier. Let's dive in. Alright, so Navy Federal provides a product called a pledge loan that other banks at time referred to as a secured savings loan. So I know what you're wondering, what is a pledge loan? And why have I been hearing so much about it? A pledge loan is a loan that is fully backed by your savings. Basically, you're pretty much borrowing from yourself in order to convert that into an installment loan. I know, sounds kind of weird. Let me break it down. A pledge loan is a loan that is fully backed by your savings. Basically, you're pretty much borrowing from yourself to convert that money into an installment loan. Sounds familiar? Yes, something similar to a secured credit card. And if you need to know anything about secured credit cards with Navy Federal, I'll have that link in the bio for you. So whatever amount you choose to put up, that will be your loan amount that you have to pay off. And to top it all off, it's not a hard pull on your credit report. But the point of this loan is to help you guys get out 3 different things. Number 1, somebody that's trying to build or rebuild their credit. Whenever you get an installment loan from a credible institution and making monthly payments on it, and it reports to all 3 major credit bureaus, this is a major impact on your credit in a positive way. Number 2, it also helps you build high internal points with Navy Federal. And for those who don't know what internal points are, it's a crediting system that banks use to determine how worthy you are. I'll go more into depth about this in another video, but all in a nutshell, that's pretty much what you need to know and the gist of it. It ranges from about 100 to 450. And in my opinion, you want to be in that 250 threshold range to have a great chance to get approved for all Navy Federal products. And now, number 3, this will help you with your credit mix. I know I've stated this before on this channel, but your credit mix consists of credit cards as well as installment loans. And installment loans, which are auto loans, mortgage loans, personal loans, and yes, you guessed it, pledge loans. I will go over more, but those 2 in the credit mix are the most famous and the most familiar to most people. Of course, like I stated, there are more, but these are the most familiar that are being used. 35% of your credit score is going to be your payment history. Then 30% of your credit score is going to be made up of what? Credit utilization. And 10% is going to be made up of your credit mix. That's a whopping 75% of your credit profile of you making your payments on time, having low credit utilization, and having a variety of credit products. So the pledge loan will make perfect sense, and it will take about 45% of your credit score. Think about it. You will be paying the loan back, which equals your payment history, and is also going to be added to your credit mix as well. And also, 45% is almost half of your credit score. That's why when people get a pledge loan, they see a significant jump in their credit score. And keep in mind, installment loans do tend to carry more weight than a secured credit card. You could typically get these secured credit loans from other credit institutions other than Navy Federal, but you have to really do your research, because I wouldn't say it's rare, but a secured loan with no hard pull, yeah, that's rare. Now let's go into the details. To receive this loan, you have to be 18 years or older and the owner of this account. The minimum deposit of this loan is going to be $250. Now, the caveat to this is Navy's not doing this for free. They definitely want a percentage, but the good news is it's only charging you between 2 and 3% depending on the loan terms. Now, the terms are going to be $200, $250 to $500 for a 6-month term. Then it's going to be $501 to $1,000 for a 12-month term. Then $2,001 to $3,000 for a 36-month term, and anything above $3,001 will be a 60-month term. And keep in mind, there's going to be a 2% APR rate that Navy Federal allows you to do 61 months all the way up to 180 months. And if you choose to do that and go down that route, then it's going to be a 3% APR rate, which still isn't bad. With inflation and everything going up, come on now, you rarely see 2 to 3%. All right, to get started with this pledge loan, you will have to have money in your savings account so that Navy is able to pull that money from that account. But to get approved, it states it will take around 24 to 48 hours. But my times doing this, ladies and gents, it only took a couple of hours after applying. Also, the only way to get this loan is to either call in or actually go into a branch to get it done. But once approved, you will get a document that needs to be signed in order to get this loan processed. So once this processed, the funds will either be in your savings or checking account. Then you can choose to pay this loan off weekly, bi-weekly, or even monthly. It's up to you. The world is your oyster and there are no wrong answers in this situation. Okay, now that I've gotten all of that out the way, let's get into the details of the actual pledge loan hack that everybody is doing to get your credit profile really over the top and have it looking great to lenders. With this hack, what people are doing is that they're paying 80 to 90% of the loan off as soon as they receive it. Hang on, I'm gonna explain. And with others, they're waiting 30 to 45 days to pay 80 to 90% of it off once it reports to the credit bureaus. Now let's break it down. Well, if you're getting a significant amount, like $100,000 of a pledge loan, for example, you really don't want the full $100,000 to report to your credit report because your credit score will drop significantly. It will be difficult for you to get it. The reason why is because of debt to income ratio. But on the other hand, it's still not a wrong way to go, because if you wait 30 to 45 days for that $100,000 to actually reflect on your credit report, sure, you will see your credit score drop, but if you have some patience, you will see it jump significantly back up, and then especially after you pay 80 to 90% of it off. The reason why is because you look so trusted to lenders, because they're going to look at your credit report and see that you have a $100,000 installment loan on your credit report. So it shows that, hey, this person can really handle a lot of big boy funding. So whatever they ask for, I'm going to literally give it to them. Especially if you pay majority of it off, it will also show on your credit report that you've taken care of most of it. So that will look extremely good to lenders. You're knocking it out from both sides. And also, just to keep in mind, whatever you make towards the pledge loan, the payment will go right back into your checking account 2 or 3 days after. 2 or 3 business days, actually. So let's just say you pay off 90% of it. You will not only get your money back in a few days, but you will not have to make another payment for another few months. And your payments are going to be extremely low for the remaining months that you have on that loan. So again, you might want the loan to linger for a year or so you can have it consistently reporting on your credit report. So just make sure that you pay that 10 to 20% gradually over time. And always remember, you can make as many payments as you want, but this hack is definitely going to build your credit profile, and you should see a major impact on your credit report in 30 to 45 days. Another secret hack that a lot of people aren't talking about, which they probably don't know, you can actually get 4 pledge loans at a time for one account. Yes, I spoke to a rep the other day and I asked her the actual amount of pledge loans that you can have per account. She literally stated, as of right now, we're accepting only 4 per account. So that means that you can have 25,000 here, 10,000 here, 11,000 here, so many, and the list goes on, however you want to mix it up. So that goes to show you that your credit profile is going from thin to thick. So you might want to keep that in mind as well. I want to appreciate you guys. And if you have any comments or questions, put them in the comment section below. I'm definitely going to get back to you. And if you definitely enjoyed this, hit the like button for me. And until next time, ladies and gents.